Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully, you guys and girls had a good week. We have made it once again to Friday and the weekend, and we have a huge MLB slate to talk about tonight. Coming off a 1-0 video yesterday, we had two plays on the video, which was the Dodgers Pirates over, and then we had Will Smith total bases. Or to record an RBI. Will Smith wasn't in the lineup, so that ended up being just a void. But let's clap it up. I mean, I obviously come on here every day, and if I give out losing picks, we talk about it. If I give out winning picks, we talk about it. But that might have been the best read I've had all season. I mean, absolutely money. That game was like 4-4 in the third inning. Like there was no doubt that that game was going over. So, um, and I said it was a big bounce back spot for the Dodgers bats. They came out hot out of the gate, scored 4 runs in the first inning. So, really good day for us yesterday. I wish Will Smith would have been in the lineup. I think he would have had some success based off, what the rest of the team was doing. So that was a little unfortunate, but we move on to today after a winning Thursday. Like I said, big slate today, but this is a weird day for me. This is a big baseball slate, but I don't know if there's an edge on really any of these plays. And I've told you multiple times on these videos, I will never just give out picks just to do it. Anything I bet personally, I feel like we have a little bit of an edge, and I really don't see anything tonight that's jumping out to me in terms of a side or a total. So I did find a couple props that I like, and we're going to talk about those. Just to recap yesterday further, we did have game one of the NBA Finals. Kind of, I mean, yeah, we talked about it on yesterday's video, but I said that it's going to be hard to beat Boston in a 7-game series with a healthy Porzingis. He looked healthy. He looked really good. To be honest, so no shock that they won that first game. I'll be curious to see kind of what adjustments Dallas tries to make and see if they can, steal game two or if they can defend their home court. Like we'll see what happens. But that was kind of like what I expected to happen. And now that being said, Dallas really didn't make many shots that I feel like they could have made. So that could change some things if they're hitting more, you know, open shots and stuff. Like they were getting some open looks that they just weren't knocking down, but I don't know if it would have mattered. So we'll see what happens. But um, yeah, that was kind of what I expected to happen last night. Let's start off first prop for tonight. I'm going to give two picks out. First one, we're going to go to the Houston and Angels game. This has one of the bigger totals, not a ton of high totals tonight. There's a couple nines hanging out there, but we have an 8.5 total in this game. And we have Griffin Canning going up against Framber Valdez. We have targeted Griffin Canning a few times this season. He okay, in terms of his numbers overall, let's just pull them up here. He's got a 4.89 expected ERA, which is it's like what it is, It's not overly terrible. His actual ERA is right on par with that. He doesn't strike out a lot of batters. This is a mid 20% strikeout guy for his entire career. 2019 rookie year, 25%, 24%, 22%, 26% last year, and then down to 16% this year. So his strikeouts are down. Hard hits are around the same. Expected WOBA is a career high at 350. So he's giving up kind of more contact this year. Strikeouts are down. If we look at his pitch mix last year, he threw fastballs was his most used pitch. Second was slider and then changeup. This year he's flip-flopped that and he's throwing more changeups than sliders. So that is a change that he's made. And I mean, I don't know, I haven't dove into like why he did that. He is giving up a higher batting average with his slider than his changeup, but the expected batting average of those two pitches are flip-flopped. He's given up a higher expected batting average with his changeup than his slider. So, maybe we could see that change. And his changeup will start getting hit a little bit more because it looks like he's been a little bit lucky with it, but he does get a lot of swing and miss with it. So, maybe that plays into it. But overall, he's been pretty average. He gives up a lot of hard hits, and he's not someone that I'm scared to target. If we look at him in terms of his pitching, he's very good against same-handed batters, so he's very good against righty on righty, but lefties is where he's really struggled this year. So for the entire season, he's giving up a 267 WOBA to righties, which is very, very good. Against lefties, it's almost 400. So completely falls off a cliff against lefties and just really, really splits dependent. And the same can be said for his isolated power allowed as well. Under 100 against righties, 266 against lefties. Strikeout percentage is about the same to both sides, 16%. And his walk percentage a little higher against lefties. Ground ball percentage, 44% to righties, 35 to lefties. Gives up more fly balls to lefties as well. So just really, really want to target him with left-handed hitters. That's kind of the mold here. And if we think about the Houston Astros lineup, they have obviously two very good left-handed hitters. Kyle Tucker's been banged up though, so we're going to take Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 total bases tonight against Griffin Canning. He has obviously monster numbers against righties, 363 WOBA, 230 ISO for this year. If you isolate that to last season, he was at 440 and 330. Like, he's truly one of the best right-handed pitching hitters in all of baseball. And he has a great matchup tonight against a guy that struggles against lefties. He's been good this season. He's been hitting the ball well as of late as well, and he matches up well with Griffin Canning's pitch mix. So we're going to take Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 total bases for the first prop tonight. The second prop I'm going to give out, I've been hitting these very, very consistently, and it's just these to record a hit parlays. So I'll just pick two guys, two or three, depending on the slate, to get a hit. And you can normally get, plus money on it. And I've been hitting them pretty consistently. So I'm going to give out a hit parlay tonight. There's one other prop that I haven't taken yet, but I do think you could look at. It's even odds, and it is Chris Sale to record a win against the Washington Nationals. So we know Chris Sale has kind of had a renaissance season this year. It's a good matchup for him against Washington with Jake Irvin on the mound for them. He's been pretty bad this year. I think the Braves can have some success against him. He's one of the biggest favorites on the slate. Actually, he is the biggest favorite on the slate. The Moneyline Predictor thinks that there's a positive edge for that as well. We have Atlanta at almost an 80% chance to win this game. And if they're going to win, it's very likely that, they have a lead going to the later innings, and Chris Sale's probably going to get you, at least 6 innings today. So Chris Sale to record a win at even odds is on my radar. I have not bet it yet, and that's not what I'm giving out here. I just wanted to bring it up. If you're looking to bet a big favorite, I do think that sometimes that is a good way to attack that as well. But I'm going to do a hit parlay tonight. We're going to start in the Cardinals-Rockies game. Austin Gomber going up against Lance Lynn. And we are going to go from the Cardinals side with my guy Mason Wynn at minus 280. Mason Wynn has been unbelievable the last month of the season. I have him on quite a few of my season-long teams, and he has been absolutely money. Just incredible young player for the Cardinals. Mason Wynn to record a hit, and we are going to parlay that in the Toronto-Oakland game, and we're going to go with Davis Schneider to record a hit at minus 210. So if you parlay the Mason Wynn minus 280 with Davis Schneider minus 210, that gives you a plus 100. So, basically a double up parlay here, and we're going to take them to record a hit. As far as Schneider, the Blue Jays are matching up with Hogan Harris tonight. We don't have a huge sample size from Hogan Harris this season, but he's been significantly worse across the board. Very similar to Griffin Canning. He's just very splits dependent. He's not good against right-handed hitters. Davis Schneider has been one of the best hitters for the Blue Jays this season. He's probably been like their most consistent hitter, to be quite honest with you, like across the board. Bo Bichette's recently come on, but he started off pretty slow. Vladdy's been doing good recently as well, but he started off kind of slow. Danny Jansen's been good. So really Schneider and Jansen have been like the constants for this team this year. and he has very good numbers against left-handed pitching. Hogan Harris also throws a lot of fastballs. He throws it 60% of the time. And Davis Schneider is a very good fastball hitter. So for this season, he's hitting for this season, he has 4 home runs out of his 7 against fastballs. Last year, he hit 290 for the season against fastballs. And he's got pretty good slugging. His highest average exit velocity this season is against fastballs as opposed to breaking or off speed. So overall, good matchup individually for Davis Schneider. He's been great against left-handed pitching as well. So Mason Wynn and Davis Schneider to record a hit parlay at plus 100 odds, little double up for us. And Jordan Alvarez over 1.5 total bases. That's my 2 plays for today. Hopefully you guys are having some success recently. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Good luck with your bets tonight. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a like for me, please. Subscribe to the channel so you know when I post these videos every single day. I will have a video out on Saturday since we didn't have a video on, I think that was Wednesday or Tuesday, one of the days. I think it was Wednesday. So I'll have a video tomorrow up, hopefully early in the day, because there'll be some day baseball and stuff. I'll dive into that slate tonight. But good luck with your bets tonight, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.